Hello there, Seraph from 17 once again, introducing you to my Modern Warfare 3 Veteran Difficulty video walkthrough. This is Scorched Earth, and this is in Act 3. So once again, riding in a chopper, doing the Call of Duty thing of some guy talking to us while we sit and wait for the level to finish loading, or take us where we need to be, or any of the good things. But the cool thing about this level is you start with the ACR, and the ACR is one of the best guns on the game. Extremely accurate. It doesn't do that much damage, but in the campaign it doesn't matter because everybody dies so quick anyway. It's got a holographic sight on it, which I don't like, but I can put up with it. So I will say Modern Warfare does have the best holographic sights out of all of them, but I'm just not a fan of it. It's too limited, and I just like the solitary dot. But when I come down off the chopper, I kill the guys in the windows first, and I push towards this left hand side of this room. You can get lucky sometimes here and clear up a bunch of them in cover, but sometimes there'll be one that rushes you first, so just be aware of that. And don't use the spaz. The spaz in this game is a piece of shit. It's absolutely atrocious. But if you move up here, you will hit a checkpoint usually. I'm waiting for my team to go in front of me because he always has to do that. And if you rush forward without your team with you on this section, everybody's going to shoot at you, and it makes flanking around this side part of the office a little bit more challenging than it needs to be. So just move through here. You should get behind a bunch of them if any are left. Pick up that P90 because the P90 is a boss gun. It's seriously really fun to use and really efficient. Watch out for the people on the floor like that. And then this is another moment where it's probably safer to wait for your team to push up first. And this area here is pretty challenging actually. I hide behind these filing cabinets because they're metal and they don't seem to be able to shoot through them. I've tried laying behind the photocopier to the left of those office partitions, and it worked on my first playthrough on Veteran, but when I was recording this guide, I just couldn't get it to work for me and I kept getting killed. So stay as far away from them as you can. Be aware that they're going to be behind the officers. A lot of the stuff in this room can be shot through, so just feel free to go gun happy on everything, and just be vigilant. As soon as you get hit like that, you need to hit the ground. And I don't know if it's because of the guns that they're using, but you seem to die a lot quicker on this level than you have on some of the others. But it must be the ACRs being really accurate, or whatever the guys are using. They just seem to light you up a bit quicker than they usually do. And pushing up here is the worst part, 'cause you never know if there's somebody left. And I generally wait for my team to give me an idea that everybody's been killed, and sometimes they do. Occasionally they'll get sloppy, but as soon as you see them moving through the door, that generally means you're good and you'll hit a checkpoint just there, and then you can progress onwards. And there's the P90 that I mentioned, a gun I absolutely love. As soon as you get up here, you want to crouch, hit your checkpoint, and then throw some stuns. The stuns or the flashbangs, whichever you've got, will give this area the once over and then allow you to see where the enemies are, see where they're staggering around, and kill them all as efficiently as you can. As soon as you chop down enough of them, you will get another checkpoint. There's still a couple hanging around, so just don't be too crazy like I am right now. I'm doing this because I'm confident in my ability to do this. If you're not, take it slow. It doesn't matter how fancy you are. It's all about winning and trying not to die. This section here, pick up the sniper rifle, start going to town on these guys on the opposite building, and it's pretty much simple from here on out. Watch out for your team getting in your way. The gold medal champions when it comes to being assholes, and just have fun with the sniper rifle. I'm not the biggest fan of this one because it's automatic. I prefer the bolt actions, but it's still a pretty cool gun to use. And this level looks kind of nice for the most. It looks a lot more visually interesting than the other one did on the first level, where there was all the buildings, because the buildings just looked too clean. They looked too sanitary, and something just didn't sit right with me. But these choppers are going to do a lovely strafe run, and you're going to be using an interesting piece of equipment that's going to laze a certain area of the ground and destroy a bunch of tanks in a moment. And there is an achievement for killing a bunch of people with it. I don't get it on this run because I'm all business. I'm just, I'm there to kill. I'm there to get this shit done as quickly as possible. And that spawn right there with everybody coming out of the doorway, if you're quick enough you can clean up a hell of a lot of dudes very simply. And obviously if you run out of ammo for your sniper rifle, throw your ACR on. It's practically a sniper rifle in itself. As soon as you hit that checkpoint, this is when you're going to be start attacking the people down in the square. And one tip I have for you is you don't have to shoot anybody down there with your gun. You can do so if you want to, because it is kind of fun and kind of silly, but for the most you just want to be using the ability that you're going to get in a moment. And just keep listening to the conversation through the earpiece and doing what you can. If you need more sniper rifles, there's ammo in that box as I've just showed you. I didn't use it though, And this is what I'm on about, the A10 strafing run. So if you do something along the lines of that, as long as you kill the tank, that's all you need to do. I tried to get a bit fancy and it didn't really work, but you know, you win some, you lose some. It's just the nature of the beast. But there should be 2 more tanks turning up, and be careful when you're aiming because you can get shot. You'll notice I somehow managed to get that shot off without dying. Somebody was lighting me up really well, but it does the job. It destroys the tanks and it ends this section of the level, which is always nice. There's another checkpoint. This is me getting a lot of glare on my holographic sight and then trying to pick off some dudes on the ground floor. You don't have to do this. I'm just waiting for the level to pretty much finish up here so we can get on to the next section. So here we go. Come on, game, hurry up. It's the only problem when you've got heavily scripted sequences. There's a lot of times where you just stood around watching, and it's all because of that right there. We had to stand on here to witness that team get taken out, and for us all to get very sad. And I didn't really blink, I didn't really feel that loss that much, but the team did, so we've got to kick some ass for their sake. So there we go, objective complete. And now we get to go back the way we came. So if you didn't enjoy the roof, you've now got to go off the roof. It's that simple. But this is a pretty shortish mission compared to some of the ones, and it's not too bad at all. You get to repel, and on this Modern Warfare you don't have to control the repel, which is kind of nice because you could fuck it up before, you could die, and there's nothing worse than dying on something silly like a repel section. It's just patronising. But this section here looks like it was going to be a really big shootout. There's all the plant pots, there's all the chest high cover, there's a crashed helicopter, and it isn't. It's just to keep running past all this potentially good shootout and move towards the objective, which is a waste of level design in my opinion, but I don't work at Infinity Ward or Sledgehammer, and you know, they must have had something in mind. But this section of the level is kind of challenging, and I've broken up the next part because of that. This first push here with that tank is not too bad. The tank is bad, by the way. It's an enemy tank. I didn't realise, I was just chilling out thinking it was on my team, and it really isn't. So you want to be careful, get to the rocket launcher as quickly as you can and remove it from the playing field. But once you push down this avenue and you get to the next section that leads into... I'm not even too sure where it's going. It looks like Times Square or something along those lines. I'm not too sure where we are because I wasn't paying that much attention in all honesty. But there's a checkpoint where I'm going to be getting shot and I've got a P90 on and I'm laid behind a piece of concrete. And from then onwards this level gets kind of tough, especially if you try and rush it, because the spawns are infinite, there's a bunch of tanks, you're getting shot from a whole different bunch of vantage points, and it isn't the easy game that a lot of it has been so far. So get prepared to die a few times and hopefully you won't have the same kind of luck I do and you'll get through it nice and quickly. But just be aware, if there's ever a place to get stuck, this could be one of them. So now you've cleared the road out, it's all nice and simple before that one section. Just keep following these scripted sequences. There's your checkpoint. This is the section coming up. I'll explain it in the next video. So as per usual guys, thanks for watching and you take care now.